Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They're going to run it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. He'll hand it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quick throw to his receiver. And he pulls in the catch. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game. A chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's found some room at the 45. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. He's got some room and some blockers here. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only do they come up with this interception, but to take it into the end zone, they're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick-6. Can they recover from that right now? Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Now it's second down here. Same tailback, another carry. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made after a solid gain. He'll spot the ball for 31.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Short connection to the tight end here. And he goes down after a big chunk play, the kind of explosive play this offense has been looking for.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
And there's the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Catch made on the out route. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive. They're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll run it to the left. He shreds the tackle. Got a lane. Can he get in? And they stop it just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The Bulldogs line up with a 1st and goal. Running a quarterback sneak here.
No, I don't blame them. Go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But, hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. And the coach keeps the offense on the field. They're going for it on 4th and goal. Quarterback drops back. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking for a gap. It's Cuevas. Second down play coming up for this offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking downfield, it's Thomas. The short completion of the tight end. Tackle made after the completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. And the wideout goes in motion. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Tries the right with a quick throw. And the ball is picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. Gives it to the back. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Makes the grab. It's Cuevas. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Here's the throw deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Just ran away from the defense.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT is good. They go over touchdown, 14-7. There's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. So we reach the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Thomas. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play. If they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
To the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. Looks to his left and makes the completion. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Back in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
LSU is now operating in the red zone. First down. We're going to throw the football. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain here to move the sticks using his feet. 1st and goal. Can the offense punch it in and tie the score before the half? The shotgun running play call. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Scanning the field. It's Thomas. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
They're going to throw on 3rd and goal. Looks to the left, pass caught. The defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their 1st timeout. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. And it's good.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Dogs will kick it deep to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. He gets some space around the 30. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Look out, he's got some space. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball. It turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
Here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. It's a huge gain across midfield. Ball will be spotted about the 31. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff to the back. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield and giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So the offense faces third and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Receiver makes the grab. Got space looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Georgia. Strong game by this quarterback. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Catch made on the left side.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking to throw. It's Thomas. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Trying to create here on the move.
But these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Here comes a handoff. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set, second down play here. quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. And he's hit just before the throw. He makes the grab. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Handoff in a single back formation. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. LSU now operating in the red zone. To the air, it's Thomas. Catch made on the left side. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Offense still out there, down by 5. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion and make this a 3-point game. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he stopped short. The try fails, and they don't cut it to a field goal margin.
Hey, great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. It's a run to the left. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Sticking with the running game. Makes the defender miss.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
They'll try to run for the first down. Finding some room at the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Hey, Bud, this is the result of what happens when you're able to run the football throughout the game. They're kind of like body blows. And eventually in the fourth quarter, it pays off. That's his longest run of the entire day. And a big part of the reason this team is enjoying the lead is the execution of this offense here in the fourth quarter.
Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a second down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Touchdown, Dogs. Still no answer for this offensive machine. That's another strike to this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against the secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front giving him enough time to throw.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. But he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. Second and 10 here. Dropping back. It's Thomas. Bringing pressure. Escapes the pocket but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looking for the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Picks up the first, looking for more. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he'll lost it to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. The pass rush closing in. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. The offense was moving well, but two incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Receiver makes the catch. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain and bring up fourth down. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Close to the tight end. He's got it. A fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Nice throw caught for a completion. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Looking to throw it again. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, LSU. Kirk, you look for rust, you look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast, but I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so they have to run a couple of plays here. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground.
Hey, Chris, with the offense backed up this deep in their own territory, runs like this at least give you a little bit of breathing room. You've got to continue to protect the football, especially trying to hold on to this lead.
We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Rips off a big gain all the way to the plus 43-yard line.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Dogs will look to bleed this clock out now in the final minute. Handoff to the left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Handoff heading left. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these